Water, essential to life on Earth. Clean, clear, refreshing, reliable water. Homes, schools, business, industry are all dependent on it. An important process in providing high-quality water is softening with a high-quality water softening system, and that means salt. A typical process for supplying salt to a water softening system looks like this. Bags of salt are manually dumped into the brine tank of the water softening system. Bags of salt that must be ordered, received, stored, carried, hoisted, opened, and dumped. Then done all over again and again at substantial cost.
We were getting deliveries of bag salts on skids for years and years. And mechanical areas and water treatment systems are always located in lower level and areas of buildings and hard to get to. We would spend a considerable amount of time, cost, and effort transporting and lifting salt off pallets and into brine tanks.
And we were using 80-pound bag salt. Each individual building had its own softener system, and so we were basically lugging salt bags around from location to location. Even if we've got strong people lifting these around, it's still 80 pounds, and it's 80 pounds being lifted up into different vats for the salt containers. So safety and cost came into play.
We'd get half a trailer load or a trailer load of salt in here that took a lot of space. That was only the beginning, because then we would have to take it by forklift to the softeners. We'd have to have someone open the bags, dump the salt, which in turn put a lot of risk for strains or back problems, which we certainly wanted to eliminate.
We were using 10 to 15 80-pound bags of salt a day. That's a lot of bags and a lot of salt to handle, especially in a secure facility where every time you open a door, that's a breach to the outside.
The Cope AutoBrine System is a cost-effective automatic system that eliminates all manual handling of salt bags. Less expensive loose salt is delivered automatically on a regular schedule, stored out of sight, and sent to the water softening system as needed. You never need to deal with bag salt again.
The AutoBrine system is completely outdoors in terms of making brine. It delivers it to the point of use. You never have to touch a bag of salt again. It also basically pays for itself.
When I saw it, I thought it almost seemed too good to be true. When I investigated a little bit more, I saw, wow, this looks pretty good, and this could really benefit us in a secure environment.
The salt is brought in trucks. Basically come on site. It's like a manhole cover. The salt's dumped into that from the outside in front of our buildings, and the truck disappears. So in a sense, one of the real positive is it's a real clean, seamless, non-intrusive way to have salt delivered.
They come automatically. We don't have to have someone receive it. We don't have someone to do all that work, which eliminates that part of the purchasing and handling side on a day-to-day basis.
Cope knows by keeping records what our consumption is during the school year, days and so forth, what we use, so they come on a basis as needed to maintain them. Other things that go along with it is the fact that if there's a problem, you call one person, they come in and they take care of the system for you.
The design of the storage tank and the delivery of the salt and the sort of the record keeping of all of that. People don't really care about the salt. All they care about is having soft water. And so it just makes all of that go away.
For almost 40 years, the Cope Company, headquartered in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, has served a wide customer base with high-quality water conditioning systems and salt products. A tradition of old-fashioned craftsmanship is the foundation on which this modern industry-leading company stands.
I don't think there's anybody out there that has the design experience that the Cope Company has in terms of designing a system for a particular application, let alone then eliminating all the manpower having to carry the bag of salt around.
There really wasn't a choice given we have longer distances than we even had before to transport salt. So the labor costs alone, and actually the exposure to back injuries was an issue. It's just not easy to get salt at the point of use. And the AutoBrine system does that.
We told our engineer and our architect what we wanted. They coordinated with the Cope Company. They put together the specifications, and they wrote the specification to meet state standards.
And at the end of the day, we ended up being able to save money for the salt product itself. The delivery was seamless and easy, and more important, was safe. It saved us money on salt and manpower on having not to handle the 80-pound bags on a regular basis.
No more dumping bags, but if we had it, we can. We're not dependent on the system to be delivered in bulk, but we sure like it because it does help on the bottom line of the company's costs. And if we do need service, Copes are there, and it was a great idea.
The Cope Company strives to be a leader across a diverse geographic region by developing strategic partnerships with water treatment installation experts across the U.S. These companies form a national support network serving facilities in numerous fields and industries.
From the tank to the softener, it's one vendor to worry about, one reason to look at it.
But the simplicity of this system and why we went that way is obvious, because who wants to handle bags of salt?
It just happens automatically. It's part of that service. We don't have to call. We don't have to inventory salt, measure salt. They automatically arrive, top off the tanks when needed. They keep track of usage. So it's completely effortless for us.
I would say bag salt, in our opinion, is obsolete.
The need for high-quality softened water is one that isn't going to change, but the process for achieving it has. And in doing so, all the problems associated with bag salt have been eliminated by the Cope AutoBrine system. No more inventory, storing, or handling tons of bag salt. Savings on bulk materials, labor, and liability. Service and reliability from a company built on old-fashioned craftsmanship. The solution is clear. To learn more about what the Cope AutoBrine system can do for you, call 800-724-9916 to speak to a sales representative, or visit our website, copecompany.com.